Okay. Hey guys. So today we are going to be working on some DayZ mods. Now, one of the mods we're going to work on first is a mod called, or container mod that I had been working on with Mr. Marks for quite a while. Unfortunately, it fell to the wayside due to my other responsibilities as well as some of my new endeavors. However, I did plan on essentially finishing it. There was a slight hiccup in the situation, which I feel bad for, and I am willing and wanting to fix the problem. Um, Now, so that's what we're going to be mainly working on today is the container mod. Now I've got pretty far, and we've done a lot. The containers are mostly buildable. The overall situation with the containers, I ran into a slight issue a while ago where the containers were essentially building inside of each other when you went to place them. Instead of being able to build them on top of each other or whatever else, it just placed it inside of it. Now, that wasn't necessarily a issue until I found out that it wasn't as easy to fix as I thought. So it ended up being it's more of a problem with somehow DayZ's hologram placement. Now I'm not sure if it's still going to be an issue because the DayZ hologram stuff got messed with a little bit in this last update. I can tell you that because in experimental patch 3, all holograms besides vanilla holograms, when placed, whether it was from base building kits like mine, from building fortifications or whatever, or it was just placing items in general, would immediately crash the client or the server. So they did some stuff to fix that issue, or they rolled it back. I'm not really sure, but we'll have to find out. So first off, we're going to make sure that we can actually boot this up and get this running. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of my work in the diagnostic tab. Ah, okay. Okay. So, in here, we're going to make sure that the thing is working. Now, we're going to get rid of the simple cinematic stuff because, honestly, I don't need that stuff right now. But we are going to go here, and there is... I think our container mod is inside of... Yeah, we were putting our container mod right here. There you go. Alright, so we'll clear these out, and then we'll put this here. And hey, Josie, how are you doing, man? How are you? Okay. So, now what we're going to do here is we're going to open up our tool. I notice. I can talk. I'm just talking to you guys while I finish my prep. That's all I'm doing. I do apologize if I do that a lot. I tend to explain stuff even though I don't mean to explain it. I just explain it. It's a weird habit of mine. Okay, then we were gonna boot up add-on builder. Now I'll start showing stuff here in a second. All right, so let's take down the current image thing. And lo and behold, you guys can't see shit. There you go. All right, so here we go. We have ourselves our add-on builder. Now, I use add-on builder, folks. I know a lot of people out there love to use Micro's tools. However, Add-on Builder is good. Um, I like Add-on Builder. Um, Micro's tools throws errors for the weirdest of reasons, and sometimes those reasons don't really matter. Um, Now, if you use Micro's tools, that's good for you. However, I think Micro's tools is a production killer. And what I mean by that is if you make the slightest mistake, you forget a semicolon, or your file pathing isn't just perfect, it can actually kill your entire momentum working on something. And I'm not joking about this. There are the logs of Micro's tools has gotten way, way better. One of my friends uses it constantly. However, it's still not perfect in how it tells you where things are. I watched one of my buddies spend like 4 hours trying to figure out where the error was, just to find out it was literally a just incorrect file path. But yet it wasn't telling him it was an incorrect file path. It was just so bad. Both have good purpose. Sometimes my mod won't pack with one, but will pack with another. Yeah, and folks, they both have merits. However, Add-on Builder is amazing, and they have greatly improved upon it. It will tell you if you're missing brackets. It will tell you if there's errors in your code. It will do stuff for you, but it only cares about vital information. Now, if you want to ever fully polish your mods, run it through Micro's tools. But when I'm building my mods roughly, I always use Add-on Builder because I don't need to know that I missed a semicolon. I don't need to know that. I don't know what else to use, but there's tons of references I can look up or find where Micro's tools has killed the momentum of a project dead in the water. So just things for people to keep in mind. However, today we are focusing on this stuff. So I did get some MVDE drives of late. They're the 8070s. I use Visual Studio. Well, that's great. However, do you pack with Visual Studio? Or do you think? Container mod. Okay, add-ons. Boom. Let's go ahead and I think we'll use the buildable container mod key. Alright. Bye, Nazin. Yeah, if you can build with Visual Studio, that'd be cool. Although I don't know... I've never seen anybody do it. Doesn't mean it's not possible. Just never seen it. So let's go ahead and check our container mod folder, and good. What key do I have in here? I have a testing key. Okay, so maybe I should use a testing key. Oh, it's coding on the trader. Ah, okay, no worries, no worries. So let's go ahead and see if the container key is in here. Where's my keys? Oh, you know what? This is debug. It doesn't matter. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead and boot it up and see if we get any errors. I haven't worked on this since 1.20, so there might be errors. Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. Your formatting when you're working on documents like the trader or other text editing stuff is very, very important. Because if you miss a bracket, sometimes it's difficult to find it. But, if you know what you're doing, you eventually do. But I know sometimes my friends, I ask my friends, I'm like, what did I do wrong? And my friends are all like, dude, you missed a bracket on line 33. And I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I did upgrade to the MVED drives, and they are amazing. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn this off and on back again, and let's go ahead and teleport to the Northwest Airfield. Now, some people may not like community online tools. However, I swear by them. I love community online tools. They're amazing to me. But that's how I feel about them. It doesn't mean that you should. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm the issue is still happening. So let's deploy it. Alright, we got that. Yes, the issue is still technically happening. But that's kind of cool. Could place it horizontally. Okay. So, the mod booted up, no issues. Let's go ahead and close it out, and let's go ahead and look at it. I did reach out to one of the expansion... the expansion team told me of a potential fix for this issue. So we're going to try it. So we're going to go to our building core, and then we're going to open up my grepwin. I use grepwin. You could technically just use Windows to search for this stuff, but I like to use grepwin. Where is it? I think it was actually Liquid Rock who told me. Yeah, there he is. So he said that I need to do, by overriding the get projection entity. Okay. Alright, so it says there's only one place. Maybe I'll keep it up. Like, I won't unlist it, but it won't be a full-fledged. It won't be like a real video explaining to people how to do this stuff. It's just me working on improving my mods and stuff. Alright, let's go to our raycast. No worries, watching people work is a large part over my knowledge grows. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Catch up later. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what I'm doing right now, folks, is I'm trying to explore where he told me how to fix the solution. So what I should do here is... So void... Yep. Nice. Go ahead and boot up our workbench. Hello. How are you? I think it crashed it. Oh, there it is. Alright, so script editor. And close that down. Go to File, Open. Go to P drive, Container Buildable, Content, Container. Oops. Sorry, I meant to go in Scripts. Ah, sweet. Yep, a lot of people do. That is very, very true. Oh, you know what? I should have gone for the, I think the kit is what I want. Oh, I think the kit is in here, actually. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the class. Oh, this is the kit. Let's try it here. Override, void, get, project. Oh, I'm glad that you like it. So, get p. Huh. I just sent him a message to see if that's what he's doing. What he said is right. We also don't need this replace with new edible. It's not really needed there. Let's go ahead and fix that issue. Then we can actually close down that right there. Advanced placement. Okay. Idle selections. Float override check. Do placing height check. Okay, false test. Burn 50. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can do this. Might have to do a little bit of work because I technically deleted some stuff that we weren't really using, but that's okay. Fair enough. See what happens. No errors, that's good. But obviously, I haven't fixed the issue that I'm looking to fix. That's okay, though. Figure it out. Might have to look at the expansion scripting to narrow down exactly what's going on. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Okay, so... I don't think I'm getting the issue anymore. Okay, so then let's go here and go there, and we're going to go to our base building. And this will really tell us whether or not the issue is still persistent. So it definitely looks like it's persistent, but yeah, it's still persistent. Let's try this. We'll refresh our ESP, and then we're going to build the top. Yeah, it's still problematic. Let's go ahead and just spawn a car in. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I need to get closer. Actually, you know what? I don't need to get closer. We just need to check this out. Yeah, so it's not working at all. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and mess with this a little bit more. So they're talking about raycasting, and the only raycasting I know of that I saw was here. But I don't want to be doing that from here. Go ahead and look at my mission folder here. CFG gameplay. Shouldn't have to do anything with that. Let's see if this leads anywhere. That's player base. So that's toggle placing local. Let's go back here. Let's see here. Container. Okay, let's look at how vanilla does this. So, class, fence, kids. All right, let me do, what is it? Copy as path, paste. All right, so Looking for the fence kit. Okay, so here we have, it goes slash well, this is all old. I don't need that. Get position. Create object. So get game. At get game, create object. All of this looks fine, but it's just not working. Huh, 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 huh. Let's go check out the kit base. We're not seeing the full picture. So, let's see here. Update visuals. Just a simple on last detach. End placement. Placement canceled. Fresh physics. Update visuals. Assemble kit. Create rope. Let's see here. Is a base building kit. Do I have that in mind? Let's test this out real quick. I'm not sure what it is a base building kit does, but we can look it up here in just a quick second. Let's actually look it up now. Alright, so here we go. Is a base building kit. Oh, that's cool. You can tell if it can be rotated or not. Huh. Maybe it's an old thing that doesn't do anything. We'll find out. Okay, so let's pack it, smack it, and test it real quick. I don't think I did anything, but that's okay. Alright. Apologies. Let's go ahead and get to let's go to a bigger view. There you guys go. Okay, so that's packed. Go ahead, go back to DayZ. Let's try it out. So how's everybody's day been? Everybody been having a wonderful day? I like to make idle chit chat while I'm trying to figure out whether or not while I'm waiting for stuff to load. Ah, see, I did mess something up. I can't even trigger the choose placement anymore. Something's gone wrong. Okay, so what I did last was I did... Is it a base building object is what I did. Yeah. Go ahead and remove that, save it, and then let's pack it. If I can't figure this out in probably the next like 5 minutes, I'm going to move on to doing other stuff in the container mod, because this is, while annoying, it's something that I can probably work on fixing off stream, and I can just move on to doing other important things. Them being not stackable on top of each other isn't that much of an issue, but it is something I need to take a look at. So yeah. Give me a quick second. Sorry, just asking my friend a question. Alright, so we got packed. Let's go ahead and see if we can get to work again. You know, I kind of hate myself nowadays. I really need to be a lot more careful. I type so fast to people that sometimes I forget to like put like T's at the end of like it can't or won't, stuff like that, and it definitely delivers, if you're reading it, the wrong message. But when you reread it, you get what I meant. It's just missing the T on some of that stuff really is kind of messing it up. Was gonna go get a haircut today, but no, whatever. Starting to become like a beach bum. Yeah, man. But yeah. All right. Yep. So that fixed it. Yeah, that's still snapping. Okay. So let's forget about that. What are some of the things I need to fix? Let's go ahead and make sure all of this actually builds. Um. Okay. 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 All right. I can build a window, I think. Yep. Back at it. I got a little bit of trouble from the boss, so you know I'm back at it. It's actually not that bad. Let's see here. Door barricaded. So I need to fix that too. Back door, left wall, open. Yeah, I have everything right now tied to the same open and close action. So that's definitely something we need to fix now. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the open and close situation here. So, everything is buildable. Everything is destroyable, I remember. But, yeah. So all of this is being opened and closed. That's the open and close fence parts. Okay. So, I get all of these. These are the closed things, the value 0. Alright. So, let's go ahead and separate these parts, okay? So I'm going to do is I'm just going to essentially copy. Oh, yeah, we got the open and close the left window. A lot of trouble, you mean? Ha! Yeah. You know. What can I say? I'm a rebel. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not a rebel. But I might be a little bit rebellious. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's get back into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna actually work out of here for a little bit, out of Word or Notepad because it's just how I work. Action, open and close the window. It's going okay. I thought the fix that I had for the hologram placement worked, but it didn't. So I'm actually reaching out for third-party help. Remember, folks, asking for help is not wrong. It just makes you feel really sad. All right. But now I'm gonna move on to something else, and I'm gonna work on making it so the doors and the windows are all self-closable. But that's okay. We'll work on that stuff in just a minute. Man, it's been a while since I've looked at DayZ code. We're going to open this actually up in here because I think we should. So what I'm working on here, this area over here, is actually what's called Workbench, and it's a vanilla DayZ code editor for DayZ's scripts. It ties directly into it ties directly into the DayZ engine codebase, and it allows me to do things like get quantity, or if I could spell, uh, item dot get I think it has to be like inside of something, so I could be all like not a string. Yeah, here. So we could be all like if get whatever. So yeah, I could actually go right here. It's there. It's better. So I can go and code lock dot get quantity, and then what it does is it shows me that the get quantity is actually a valid thing to get. Where if I do that in Notepad++, I don't know if I accidentally misspelled that or whatever, so it's kind of nice. All right, so we say that the container core is the fence. We don't need this an additional test right there. Let's go ahead and rename this to container window. All right, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to replace these situations where it says fence. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to find out where the open and close thing is. So let's go ahead, file. Oh yeah, I think it's inside of the container itself. So let's go. So deploy. So we're going to scroll up. Action, open and close building core. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go up to our fence thing. Where is it? So we want to go here and we want to remove the left window for the closing and for the opening. So we're going to save that. We're going to go back to our model. We're going to go to view geometry and we're going to make sure that our left window interact still exists. So the reason why I said it's on the left is because technically this is the front view, which means that if I click on the window barricade, it's technically on my, well, it's technically on my right. How about that? So if this is the front door, and I face I look in the front door, yeah, it's on my left. If I look in the front door, it's on my left. But maybe I'll fix that in just a second. Let's go ahead and pack it, smack it, and test it. Sorry. Make sure we have all of this saved. Got a response from Tactical Flava, so for the hologram thing. So we'll test that out here in just a second. So I did run into I had some issues with opening and closing the windows in the past. However, I think I should be able to tackle them easily myself. Shouldn't be too difficult. Fun little self plugin, folks. If you guys like what I'm doing here, or you like the idea of DayZ modding, I have some tutorials on how DayZ tools work and what they do. Feel free to take a look at them. It's a self-promotion, but you know what? You're already watching me. Why not? I love this tip. Be quiet or loud. There are 3 different levels of voice chat: whisper, talk, and shout, which you can switch between them. It can be crafted, blah, blah, blah. Whenever I read that, you can be quiet or loud. I don't know why, but my mind immediately switches to, you can use a silencer or you cannot. Or you can use a Makarov, or you can use a shotgun. You know, that's kind of what I see. Okay, so that's the right window. So we'll close this. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of what I think of when I see that stuff. There we go. And we're going to build the left window, and then we're going to build this one. All right. So, if I did this right, I should be able to turn this on, or open this. However, it does not look like I did. Nope, I didn't. So, let's see. Does my workbench say anything here? So, in here, I should be able to interact with it. However, I can't. Why can't I interact with it? So, door interact. Here it says lock state. Okay. So here's a question. If I close you, do you allow me to open it? No. Okay. So, why is that the case? Let me see here. Alright, so, let's see. Action Building Core. Again, I'm testing stuff here. Should return true if the selection equal the new array string. So count. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, I'm just curious. What we're going to do is we're just going to put we're going to just comment this out or remove this and go save. We're going to see if this allows us to do it. If it does, then we know there's a problem in the logic. If it doesn't, I believe there's a problem in the model work itself. So let's go ahead and test it out. Actually, let's go ahead and check something here. Let's go to our awaits. It's connected to component 01. What's component 01 connected to, though? Just the window left interact. Okay. What about memory? Left window interact. Okay. What about the door interact? Where is it? The door interacts there. Left window interacts there. Let's go ahead and give our left window interact some color again. So what I'm doing, pretty much, folks, is I added I have a transparency color on it, and that transparency color I can turn up or down. So when I load up DayZ, for my testing purposes, I can be all like, oh, technically, I can see exactly where the interaction area is for the DayZ stuff. It's just a way to work on stuff and everything else. Oh, can't find variable I. Building core container 60. Okay, so number 60 there. Okay. We can just do this. Yeah. Like that. Took me a second, but I figured it out. All right. So, yeah, this definitely isn't going as smooth as I wanted to, but you know what? It's DayZ modding. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. I'm trying to be healthier, so I'm drinking water. All that kind of jazz. But once we figure out if the logic is the problem or if it's the model, we can then start to narrow down what's the problem with either one of those, and then we can fix it. Then once I get all of the doors and windows self-opening and closing them by themselves, I can... sorry. Sorry, I had to burp. I can then start making it so each one locks on its own. And has its... Or making it so the front and back doors lock. The entire thing broke. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. But definitely a logic error, but not the same logic error that I would normally expect. So, if selections, okay, so we're actually gonna copy this, and then we're gonna Control Z all of this, and then what I want to do is I want to go here, and then slash star slash paste. Okay, and then when we go up here, we go lock state. Okay, now let's look at our container core real quick, because the window did not open. Also, I did not see the blue hologram change either. Is that 0.3? Should be working. Alright, let's test it out. Okay. I sometimes forget if I packed, so sometimes I pack twice. A little bit lame, but that's okay. Okay. So there's the thing. So open. Close. Open. Okay, so I don't really know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so the action condition, if the target object, okay, so get the target object. So container window. So the action condition says that if the container is open, and do this. So, what does that actually mean? What does that actually do? On server start, if the fence, which is the container core, and open window, and this is void open window. So this says that the fence, which is the container core, opens the window. Correct. Correct. Let's open fence. Can open fence. Let's see. Can open window. Alright, bool. Can open window. So this checks if it can if the window is open. Alright, and it says if the window is if it has hinges, it can be opened. So there is no flaw there. Alright, so void open window. Override void. Override void. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Let me see if maybe I am just being stupid. Okay, override that void, so no, there's not being stupid. Gauge rotation time. Window rotation time. Okay, that's correct. Sorry, I was yawning. Oh! Check if the fence is closed. Remove check fence closed. Call layer, check fence open. The song is so cringe. Oh, you don't like my music? I see how it is. I see how it is. Fuck. Okay, so void check fence opened. Okay. Thanks, Tate. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Making me all self-conscious there. Okay, so... Sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but I am. So is that actually the interact area that I have? So G interact. Okay, so this is doing is it's saying wall gate underscore rotate. Let's go back to our workbench here. Let's go ahead and go up here. And let's check something out. I'm just curious what would happen if I do this. All right. Let's go ahead and boot up. But how you been doing, Tate? How you been doing? Doing good? Doing good? Go ahead and see if the... Thank God that's over. Driving, though. Be right back. You be safe, man. You be safe. I don't want you to get into a car wreck or anything, okay? Have you guys seen that new Apple VR set? I mean, it looks cool. There's some interesting stuff to it, but I kind of agree with a lot of people. $3,500 is a lot to spend on a VR headset. Like, maybe it's like a PC or something? I don't know. Weird. Huh. Almost like it's acting like this door thing opens the entire thing. Weird. Ha! No worries. Seems like you linked components somewhere. Well, let's go ahead and see if I did. So, this should be the left window. The D left window. Wait. Nope. Looks like that's proper. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our... So, there's that. Door interact. There. Let's go ahead and look at our memory. So, window left interact. So over here, where the stuff is proper. Okay. View geometry. Okay. So, D left window. Waits. So it's component 30. And the D left window interact is component. Oops, I was looking at the same one. Window left interact right there. Waits, and it's component 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the model.cfg for this real quick. So, there's a lot of stuff in here, folks, so give me a quick second. That's it. Clamp. Okay, that's all correct. D left wall. D left wall rotate? D left wall rotate. That shouldn't be wall. That should be that should be window. Left window access, right window access. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure our accesses are right. Access. That looks correct. Okay. These are all correct. But this may have been causing the issue. So if I go in here and push F12, yeah, this over here. All right. So Page up. So that's the door. So that's that window. We have a hologram here, so should be one more down, so there you go. So that's rotating, but there's nothing else to rotate. Okay. So save. Make sure this is saved. And then let's go ahead and go copy. And then we're going to go to our config CPP. Damage systems, attachments, GUI props, animation sources. So D left wall rotate. Should be D left window rotate. The mod's still in its beta form, folks, so I might have to separate it by specific classes, like core classes, to get the window to do certain things. Let's packet test and smack it. Be up in just a second. All right. Damn it. I don't know why it wouldn't trigger this. Well, actually, maybe I do know. I could do it. there's a lot going on, so I have to figure out what's happening.
Simon launch in 3, 2, 1, go.
Sometimes these things frustrate me, as I'm pretty sure you guys all probably can see, but that's okay. That's how I figure this stuff out.
Game over.
My friend just told me something. Nope. It's not working as I thought. What's the name of this class? Okay, container core. Alright, so what we do is we copy this, paste it outside of that, and then we pretty much do this. Is that how I did it here? Yeah. So let's go ahead and comment this out just temporarily, not permanently. Hack it, smack it, and test it. All right. Did I just pack it? Let's test one more time. Ah, made a mistake. Made a mistake. You don't want that. There we go. I don't think it's going to solve any issues, but it's a good test. That's funny. All right. Okay, so it's not triggering the rotation of the selection. But it's playing the sounds like it did. Fence, close window. Okay. Add noise. Okay. Let's go down here and let's just go. Yeah, fence, open window. Fence, open window. D left door window thing. So there a possibility that I have this wrong in game? I'm not sure if I have my workbench properly set up, but it did say the script was saved. So if this is saving my scripts, then I could do this and be all like, no matter what, print. This is a script live edit. Go to my files, DayZ, MP missions, profiles. M underscore is open. Duplicate registration. Container core 49. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. Right? Did I actually print anything? Yeah, I don't have it set up to work with this. Compiling. Let's actually see here. Do I allow file patching? It's like I do, but let's go ahead and check it out. A really loud ringing in my ears. Yeah, I did it. File patching. Try packing again. Sorry if it's boring, folks. Sorry if it's boring. Sometimes it has to be boring. All right. Scripty bugger. Game connected. Okay. So, empty missions here, profiles, script log. Alright. Do that. Do that. So it's not even printing the action. This is a live edit. Which means that this isn't being triggered properly. This is a script live edit. Okay, so it is. So on server start is triggering this. However, the fence window is not being triggered to open. However, we just had it open and close. Synchronize the base state, huh? What's that mean? Base building. Synchronize base state. It's just the parts. Okay, let's add in another statement then. Let's go here and go print. Oops, the wrong place. So here, so we're gonna go print the left window was triggered. All right. Okay. Let's see if it's even triggering the proper thing. Probably 60 plus hours watching scripting drills. Still, no idea. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I tend not to dwell on these kind of things. If I can't get it to work, I'll move on. I'll move on to doing something else. But it should work, and I don't know why it's not. I think it has something to do with how base building works. But I just need to figure out how to do that. All right. A second. Just checking something out. All right. So it didn't open the door. That's to be expected. Looks like we've entered the Matrix. Heh. Yeah. Right. Is it lagging? Yeah, we're good. Need a script to hide my case model once it's attached to the armband slot. Ooh. Okay, so let's go here. This is a live script edit. Okay. So close. Close. Open. The left window was triggered. Okay, so this was the closing of the window was triggered, which means that I'm pretty sure we gotta try this one here. Let's try it now. Thank you. All right. Try this again. Okay. I have way too many tabs open. All right, let's save it, pack it, and test it. Okay. Okay, there. Dumpy Bullin. Bro, this song again. I mean, I could just turn off the music if you want. How about I do this? And then since you don't like this song, I can do this. Alright, give me a second. There we go. We better. Any better? How's that? You happy? Alright. So I threw a bunch more music in the list. That song might play again. It may not. I'll have to go through and listen for it, but yeah. It is what it is for right now. Might have to take a note from my buddy Damon Forge's houses when it comes to opening and closing individual things. Because, like, I know people have done it. It's just, I don't know exactly how they've done it. I thought it would be easy. But you know what happens when you think something's going to be easy, right? It isn't. Let's try this now. The left open window was triggered. Okay. So, it shows that the open window is being triggered. However, this value is not being approximately used. Which makes me wonder if maybe the angle in which it's supposed to be working is not the same. We'll find out here in a second, folks. Alright. So we got that. Go ahead and do this. If I can't get it to work here, we're going to move on to the next thing that I need to work on. So today has been an epic failure, and two of the major things I wish to actually work on, and it's gone. Ugh. music do I got on now? Let's see. That's nice. Kind of peaceful. Ah! I just had the degree wrong. So that opens up by itself now with no interaction. So it's not a P3D issue. It is a logic error. So, knowing that this is a full-fledged logic error, I need to figure out what in the logic is actually causing this to happen. But it is a step forward, folks. Yay! Where did I throw that crossbow? Right there. Let's celebrate, guys. Oh no! The bolt sticks through barely. Look at that, you'd be like, hey man, why do you have like little sharp stuff on you? I don't. You guys ever thought about like, you know, climbing things? Like maybe like, be all like, whatever. Jump up here. Yeah, it's still flipping in. Okay, so my friend did message me, and he said that he thinks he told me how to possibly solve it. So what I have to do is I have to go to this, and I have to go to my scripts for world, and then we're going to do a delete this right there. Then we're going to go text document, and we're going to go hologram modded. Okay, we're here, edit ++, and we're going to essentially modify the hologram class. Right. Modded, boom. Then what did he tell me to do next? Let's see. Copy the... Create a hologram file.c. Copy the get projection function from vanilla to your new file. Okay. So then we go here, we go copy. So everything from there all the way up to here is unneeded. Everything from here all the way to here is unneeded. Alright, and then he says that I'm going to do a override function on this. And then he says that we're going to change all of this to all of this. See ya, 330T. Have a good day. So we're going to build that, and we're going to test it. Alright, it built. Go ahead and boot it up. Alright. Well, there is no errors, so that's good. That is very, very good. Is it back again? Oh, the song's fire. Oh, okay. Did I not do this right? D, 4 scripts. Where is the hologram.c located? Yeah, for world. Did I read my friend's advice wrong? Weird. No, I like that one. Okay. Remember, folks, always close your windows. Okay, so now we know that. Can I go up here and delete this, bring this in, and say that. And then here, I need to do the same exact thing. Go like this. All right. Let's test it. Up, did I pack it? I'm not sure if I packed. Sorry. I always brain fart. Oh, is it back? All right, let's find this one. I'm gonna find it for you, okay? I'm gonna find it for you. Alright. So I know it was in fast music, no vocals. Where is it? Is it surfing time? Oh, you know what? I won't be able to hear the songs. Tell you what I can do though is I can go here and I can go to the. I can trash that. There you go. So all I did was just trash that playlist for right now until I can look at it later. Okay. So, I still, with the logic enabled, can't open it. So let's see here. The logic is simple init math. So I equals to the selection, right? And the selection should technically be 0. But it's not. So it's selections.count, and then it says plus plus. So it counts upward. So target get components index selections. I had started at 1 instead of 0, thinking it would fix the issue. So if the door thing here is 0 to open the door, and 1 did not work, what is required for it to work? If int 4, so it's a repeating pattern, not 100% sure on that one. But, try this again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, let's see here. So P, both continuous scripts modded. So, I'm changing position. Alright, well, this is frustrating. it's an integer, and the integer counts what it is. So let's see here. Window left interact. Door interact. Okay. So that's door interact. Maybe it's a memory thing? Alright. So if I actually do this, actually I think if I do this, I think I'd fix the issue with the snapping in the center. So it's something to do in the fire geometry. It's in the fire geometry somewhere. So the issue we have here is there's some sort of problem where a raycast causes the item to snap to the center of the item you wish to place it in. However, based off of some testing, I found that it has to do with the fire geometry, I believe, if I remember right, and stuff. Expansion had a solution. The solution was to change the raycasting back to the method it was before 1.16. However, although I like to do that, and I have just tried to do that myself, I try to tend to stray away from modifying vanilla code as much as I can. I would rather create a new hologram class and then have my own holograms and everything else work off of that than modify vanilla code. So what I mean by create my own classes, I don't mean build it up from the ground up. I mean copy all vanilla's code, put it inside of its own new class, or have it inherit from the vanilla hologram code. And then I change that new class that inherits from the hologram code to fit my needs. And then I make my holograms and everything else inherit from that. What that does is it pretty much makes it so my mod stands alone with its own alterations based off of vanilla code, but I don't actually modify the vanilla code. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I've never modified vanilla code. However, I try not to. Yeah, so it wasn't the fire geometry. It just becomes super messy if you start modifying vanilla code. Go ahead and do this. Like, no joke, it becomes super messy. Did I pack it? I think I packed it. I'm such a ditz. Okay. So I know how I have a system from my friend's mod called Houses that I can use. Uh, for making all of the doors and everything else not only openable but also lockable. And then I am working on the hologram issue thing still. What's next after that? Oh, I need to make a custom action for building that uses the propane torch. That actually shouldn't be too difficult to do. We actually might do that in this session. So if I can't get this to work here, yeah, see, it has something to do with the fire geometry, or the view geometry and the fire geometry. Because now it's not snapping to it, right? See, no snapping. So I have an idea of where it is. I just don't know 100% what's causing the problem. Could look at the kit itself, though, real quick. Like that. And then... No, this shouldn't actually have the proxy inside of it. Actually, shouldn't be anything in here besides the components. So there should be there should be actually technically a plane in here. Let me see here. Crates, box, boom. Actually, let's try that again. Crate box, working on line bottom. Push V to go into vertice mode. Down like this. Like this. Then we're going to expand that. Line up there. Actually, what we can do is we can put this right here. Back into our vertice mode. Line up perfectly like this. I'm going to zoom in all the way. Go like that. Line this up. Go to the Y. Go to the X. Like this. Throw this over here. Go here. Go back to V. This and Y. Back to O, then put it just like that, back to Y, go back to V, go back to the X-axis, do it like this, go back to O, go Y, go back here, I actually want it there, and go to topology, Find components. And go to weights. And give this a 40 weight. Save. Pack it, smack it, and test it. Me accidentally editing my DayZ DZ folder instead of CPP. Oh, that sucks. But at least it's not too bad to get back all of your vanilla config files and stuff. Right? At least I hope it isn't too hard. Right. Oh, good to see this project didn't die. Hey, Craig, Dukin, how you doing? How are you doing? No, I got put on hold for a little while. I got busy doing some other stuff, and while this project's fun, it was more of a passion project. However, it has come to light that maybe it wasn't as much of a passion project as I thought it could be, but that's okay. We all have different things that are important to us, and this is important to Marks. And I want to make sure I finish it for him. So I'm going to make sure I do. So, okay. Yeah, that snapping thing's back. Alright. So, the snapping thing is related to something inside of the model. So we're going to save this because I want, actually, let's go ahead and make sure this actually works the way I wanted it to. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Yep, that's what I wanted. Mark's code faster. Nah, Mark's was being nice about it. He's been very, very patient, and I kind of let him down a little bit, so the fault's on me. The fault is on me. So open. Change 4. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what could be causing the issue. You know what? I'm really curious here. If I delete all of these guys, will the issue still persist? Okay, guys. Okay, we're almost there. I think I already packed anyway. So weird. I did plan on working on my other mods, because I thought that I had figured out some of this stuff off stream, but apparently not. We all know how that works. It's a little screwdriver, folks. I'm being ADD-ish. So I'm playing with something. Helps me focus my attention if I keep my hands busy playing with screwdrivers, and I don't know, I have other little fiddly doodads around me. So yeah, it's something to do in the components. Uh-oh. Yeah, so there is no snapping if it's in the view geometry. Caught even faster! I don't have COD! I can't do it faster! I'm just kidding. Alright. What else do I want to work on in here? Let's see. What else do I need to do for this game? Oh, for this mod that I can work on right now. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where was it? Yeah, here we go. Alright, so there's the hologram stuff. Okay, so the hologram position is false. Contact is false. Distance is true. So, this is a new tool given to us by the devs, and it allows us to kind of figure out how things are working. So, what we do here is floating false, is hidden false, is colliding box false, 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 false. Okay. Is base contact, okay. Is in terrain, is colliding. False, false, false. So when I put it in here, is colliding true, and it says that it's colliding with the container core. So, that's interesting information. I'll play with that in just a minute. Turn off the breath paper. Ow. So, I'm just shooting the thing with crossbows because I can, while I think. Okay, so we did address that there are some issues with the stuff I thought I had figured out. However, I still have a pretty good line of where I need to go. By the way, folks, if you ever base raid, I believe pretty much all of the bolts disappear when you finish raiding an object. It deletes the bolts too, I believe. So, do that. Oh, I see it. It's breaking. Okay. So after that, I need to figure out how to get it so it codes. That was cool. I want to test that again. I need to code it so yeah. So you ever seen those videos where people do trick shots and stuff? Oh, that didn't work. Didn't work either. Haha. It's not working. Whatever. I was gonna like bounce it off and kill a person and be all like, "I'm the best." I'm just kidding. I can do it. So, goals, future goals. 1. Fix the issue with the snapping into each other. We know it has to do with the view geometry, and we just need to find out what in the view geometry is causing the issue. 2. Make all of the doors and windows open and close. We now know it's a logic error and has nothing to do with my model itself and the animations of the model. We just know it's pure logic. So we found out those 2 things. So that's important. 3, I then need to make it so every single door and window can be opened and closed, and a lock can be attached. The reason why I want to make sure every door and window can have a lock attached is I also want to make sure that people who build with these have, as Mark's intended, a full configurable system. So, for example, if they wanted to, they could butt up 2 of these things together and have the window be actually their entrance, and not the butt ends. Also, I do not think I am going to be putting hatches on the top and the bottom of these. While I do support full configurability, if you are able to place the top and bottom, place these on top of each other, then you can obviously place a one on top of this one and have the top one be where there is no hatch. So yes, once somebody gets inside here, they can go up to your upper area, but at the same time, I'm not really too worried about that. Next, after that, is to perfect my model. There are imperfections in my model itself, to be honest, and I do need to go back and perfect them. After that, it will be perfecting the... it will be doing the different colors in the situation. So if I go here, and I look right here, see all that? That's bad texturing. This is all sloped. So this is nice and straight, and then it slowly goes at a weird bevel slope there. Same on this side, so I need to fix that. The texturing on the insides of this are pretty atrocious, so yeah, I need to fix that. I also want to reduce the poly count a bit. But all of this is just visual stimuli. It doesn't actually affect the overall effects of it. I just want to make sure it's perfect. But yes, so there will be some work to do on this overall. But I'm very happy with this stream. Although I did plan on working on some of my own mods, I honestly feel that this was a good step in the right direction and has got me excited about working on the container project again. So, yeah, thank you guys all very, very much for being here. I really appreciate everyone coming. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta for now.